Hi everyone, and welcome to our lesson on 3.5 working in sets. Let's go ahead and take a look at our focus, and that is to write sets using roster form and set builder notation. And by the end of today's lesson, you should be able to answer this question: how are roster form and set builder notation different? I want to recall some information before moving forward, that a set is a collection of distinct elements, and a subset contains elements from that particular set. Now, I wanted to give you guys a concrete example that is relevant to your everyday life that you can apply this to. If you go ahead and take a look at your cell phone and look at the number 6 when you go to dial somebody, there's a set of numbers that correlates with that value, which is M, N, and O. That is a set. A subset of that set would be just the letters M and O, because it's not the entire set. It's only a subset of that set. We're going to use that information in order to write information using roster form and set builder notation. So we're asked, and here's a really great example that you can pause this video, you can write it down, that you can refer back to it later, do whatever you need to do. We're asked, how do you write T is a set of natural numbers that are less than 6. And we're asked to do that in roster form and in set builder notation. Now, roster form, I want you guys to think of this as a set. We're using those brackets and applying everything inside of it. So in roster form, we have that T is equal to all natural numbers less than 6. So that would be 1 through 5. We're listing all of that inside that bracket for roster form. While when writing in set builder notation, we're going to use a variable. And then we're going to describe what that is, and then we're going to use an inequality sentence where x is less than 6. And we already stated that it's a natural number. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some examples together and work these out. So we're asked to write each set in roster form and in set builder notation. So in our first example, we have M is a set of numbers that are greater than -1 and less than 4. So in roster form, we would write that as M is equal to, and we can't forget our brackets, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Because since we're working with integers, integers are 0, positive numbers and negative values. But it's greater than 1 and less than 4. So all of these integers would apply. How we would write this in set builder notation would be, and we would have to write this out, in our bracket we would have M, and our relationship would be M is an integer. Integer, where -1 is less than M, and M is less than 4. End bracket. So that would be our relationship using an inequality sentence. Now let's take a look at the second example, where we also have to write it in roster form and in set builder notation, where P is a set of natural numbers that are less than 11. So we would write this out in roster form to be P is equal to 1, all numbers 1 through 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And when writing this in a set builder notation, we would have that P is equal, and P is a natural number I'm going to use an abbreviation, where P is less than 11. Next, what I want us to do is go ahead and take a look at, we're going to write the solution of this inequality in a set builder notation. First, we need to simplify it. So we're going to use the distributive property. So that would be 6p minus 22 is greater than or equal to negative 16. I'm going to add 22 to both sides of my inequality because we're using inverse operations to isolate the variable p. On the left side of my inequality, I have 6p is greater than or equal to 6. I'm going to divide both sides by 6 in order to isolate my variable p is greater than or equal to 1. So as a set builder notation, we would write this as p is greater than or equal to 1. Alright guys, that is our lesson for working with sets, specifically with roster form and set builder notation. If you have any questions on this lesson, please don't hesitate to let any of us know. And I want you guys to ask yourself this question before answering the questions below. How are roster form and set builder notation different? Like we said, as always, let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in class. See ya!